guys? Sorry, I had to stream a bit late. I forgot that I was supposed to stream today, and I got so caught up with JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, hence the title. I'm still in the running for Master Tier, so that's what we are gonna do here tonight. We're going to try and hello Shin Andromeda. We're going to try to rank up and hopefully be able to reach Master before the season ends. Let's go. How's the audio, by the way? How's the audio? Can you hear my voice? Can you hear the game? Please give me feedback on these things. I prefer playing games at night because we are in the Philippines, therefore it is very common to be having to share the internet with family who are very, very Netflix hungry. So gotta make sure that if I'll be streaming, it's not gonna it's not gonna end up crashing or stopping or whatever. Sorry, what's the what? Sorry, what's the what? Sorry. Let me just read. What's the time there? It's 11:14. Correct. Also, streaming at night also means that I can add a bit of a juicy commentary, if you will, because it's not gonna be noisy. I really prefer playing during the evening. I'll use okay. I'll make a I can make a tier list, but it has to it has to wait. I still can't fully use my left arm, so editing is a pain in the. It has become a pain, really. If you're wondering why I keep spamming Hyoibo, the reason is very simple. She causes retarded FPS drops whenever you hit enemies with the third skill, and I tend to I tend to abuse Shikigamis that mess with people's ability to play. It's I guess I would have to say it's like an exploit. What happened to my let me just read. What happened to my arm? I was hit by a tricycle. It's like a motorcycle with a what's that? With a I forgot what to call it. An attachment. Then sidecar, yeah, with a sidecar, and I got hit last December 7th. I had to undergo surgery on December 12th, or last December 12th. I just got discharged yesterday. That's why I was able to stream. They had to put like a metal plate in my left clavicle. Technically, it's the collarbone. So I have a metal bracket here on my left collarbone, which helps support the two pieces of the bones that got fractured. Because our collarbone should be just one, right? But what happened is, due to that accident, the collarbone snapped in the middle. Thank God it didn't go through the skin though, so it didn't really protrude out of my skin. But um, it did do some damage. So um, I opted to just undergo surgery because if I choose the other route, which is like just have the doctor align it and put like cement or whatever on it. If I hit my arm in like towards a heavy object, or possibly like if I try to go to the gym and lift heavy, it might go back to the way it was. So to avoid that, I opted to just go under the knife and really just suck it. I had to endure a grueling operation. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I mean, the operation took like over, I would say, like over 4 hours or something. Because I went into the operating room at around like 8 in the morning. I got out at around like 1, so I would say like over 4 hours. No. What happens is, I think it just messes with the yeah. I mean, I have tattoos, so I'm not really a stranger to pain, but I'm not a stranger to pain. But what's painful is the medical bills. You have no idea how much we had to like settle. Just to give you like a rough estimate, it's over 100,000. Seriously, it's over 100,000. Crazy. That's why I was asking if if I should consider like setting up a GoFundMe or whatever, or crowdfund stuff. Yeah, medical bills are really painful. From what I've also mentioned yesterday, there are actually some cases here in the Philippines where the person, for example, hit, who's liable for damages. What they do sometimes is they just, for example, if they find out that the person that they hit was still alive, they would just run the person again, to make sure that the person is dead. Because medical expenses are really expensive, but burial expenses are actually way cheaper. Holy shit, I'm lagging. This is what I'm trying to avoid, really. The lag. I have quite a bit of lag. So I'm still very thankful that, even though I had to go through all that, I guess a pain or experience or whatever, I didn't get injured in my legs, or my legs didn't weren't the wasn't the part that got injured, because I really fear not being able to walk. I don't want to go, what's the term for a person who can't walk? I forgot the term. No, it's not limp. Is it limp? Is it limp? Yeah, I just got discharged yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, I got discharged. So I still have to go back to the doctor for for weekly checkups / follow-ups. Make sure that the wound is disabled. That's the term. Disabled. I don't want to end up like paralyzed on the bottom half, because crippled. That's the best term. I don't want to end up crippled, because I had like a roommate. What happened to him was that his leg was like the bones on his legs were shattered in two parts. It was also like he was riding like a motorcycle. He was also hit by a tricycle. Same scenario. It was like a hit and run. The driver just left him for dead at the side of the road. Thank God, so like there were like people who saw him. In my situation, however, I was like walking towards. No, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt actually. Um, since it used to hurt like when prior to like the surgical procedure or whatever. It used to hurt because the bones were not in place. So sometimes it feels like there's pieces of broken glass in my shoulder, and it's terrifying. Really, it's terrifying that at any point these pieces of bone can just erupt from my skin. That's what's absolutely terrifying and really discomforting. But it's already we've already fixed that. I think the only painful part is having to like wait for the incision or the wound to heal, and then I have to probably undergo some tests to check my motor skills on my left side, to check if I can raise my arm again or lift heavy objects again. I'm just not, I'm trying to not stress my left arm too much. So the way I'm playing, by the way, is like, so my left arm is positioned in its most comfortable point, and hi. I love it. I want to go to Brazil one day, to be honest. I think Brazilian people are like, they look extremely like good, in my opinion. I shouldn't have ulted, but no, it's oof. Oh my god, it's around me. Rude. That's wrong position. Oh my god, rampage. It's lost in me. Crazy. Let's check chat one sec. Yeah, their team is really oh my god. The enemy team has a very scary bird composition. If you notice, these two birds are really eating everyone. Miketsu just keeps on running around. I don't know why. Why not? As a Miketsu player, you should not be roaming around like that. I don't know. Favorite Shikigami gotta be ONMYOJI, but oof. Oh my god. Okay. Very nice. Godlike and Karasutango, goddamn. I have to ask Miketsu, like, why would you have to invade? Why would you have to invade just to get a Kirin buff? It really cost. Yeah, that's why I had to like follow Miketsu, because it's really difficult to, you know, to sneak a Kirin buff. Onikiri, yes, definitely. But I also want to see Ethan Moment, to be honest, because she is gonna be. I would assume. I mean, I have high hopes. That's the better term, I guess. I have high hopes for Ethan Moment. Holy crap! Oh my god, I could not open. Miketsu always nowhere. Okay. Can't win this match, I see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Really difficult. Yeah, the newest Kigami is Ethan Moment. She has a very sad story. Like she was she had like this fiance. I'm not sure if it's fiance, but like a love interest of Kubirito. And yeah, like I mean, I think the only Shikagamis that really don't fall under the depressive category are the lolis. What do you think? Do you think all the loli Shikagamis fall under the depressive tier as well? Is there like a loli that also has depressive or depressing backstory? I mean, Zashiki has a depressing backstory, if I'm not mistaken. Her playstyle is depressing as well. I mean, Zashiki in the RPG, I call her Suicide Loli for obvious reasons. Okay. Oh my god. Like, seriously, you had. Hello, guys. She was just standing there. She was typing. Like. I don't think they are related. Shiranui has a different story, I think. Ethan Moment is related. Ethan Moment is related to Okubirito. Best jungler at the moment, hands down, Seshomaru. Like, Seshomaru is like the craziest best jungler right now. I'm sorry, I'm just so triggered. Yeah, I'm just so triggered. Oh, I am Filipino. I am a very, very toxic, Filipino player. You have no idea. What I don't like is like when these marksmen are like playing so aggressively, and then when they die, they just blame their teammates. Like seriously though. Oh, tantanan means tantanan is like what's the term, like don't piss me off or something, like don't tick me off, don't push my buttons more because I am really gonna I'm really not in the mood. Like seriously, all he does is like type. You should just be playing. You know, when the support starts typing, yeah. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, this dude. Holy shit. I mean, look at what Mikasa is doing. I mean, okay. You wanna chase versus that bird? I'm not gonna stop you. You're insane. 12-0, Karasu Tengu. Oh, I gotta give it to... I gotta give it to this bird. Oh my god. When I hear like two Filipino players like trash talking, like this makes me wanna laugh. Like this, I mean, it was similar to that when I was like previously playing League of Legends way back. Like I would give like college when I still used to play like maybe League of Legends. I would chat like that, chat like crazy. Hilarious fuck. I mean, it's so it's so petty, to be honest. Like these people are giving, their intense comebacks to whatever insults they can throw at each other. Oh my god, hilarious. I no longer play League. League just sucks the money out of my wallet. Like, their skins are really good. So, I stopped playing League, I think, 2017. My ONMYOJI laugh is different. It's more like a hysterical laugh. Like, look at what's Miketsu building. I mean, she has the right items. I guess it's more of like the right play style. That's what's needed. The enemy has 2 marksmen as well. I don't want to play League anymore, really. Oof. Okay, you can try. Okay. No! Oh my god, thank god. What the this Karasu Tengu is just... Oh my god, too good. Like, holy shit. Did you see what he did? He flashed while he was jumping. Ergo, he used a double leap technique. Crazy. Do you play Minecraft? I haven't. I'm gonna give this Karasu Tengu a big fat like. And you, my friend, I have to report you because you are... Seriously, stop. You gotta stop, playing like trash. If you're losing, only thing you have to remember is, try to play better. That's it. There's really no use, no need to trash talk your teammates. It's not gonna help you win. Yeah, the 2 are part of the friend list, though. Still gonna have to invite. Okay, let's go. Oh, look at oh, look at he's looking for a fight in the local chat. To be honest, if Miketsu is sure to win the support event, I will give my votes to Miketsu because as far as I remember, the winning Shikigami, what's the term? The winning Shikigami is gonna... I'll play marksman. The winning Shikigami, or the people who voted for the winning Shikigami, I mean, is gonna receive or are gonna receive some prizes, if I remember correctly. So the people who voted for the winning Shikigami are sure to receive some prizes. So, for example, if I'm sure that in the last part of the voting, it's gonna be Miketsu who's gonna win, and then I will definitely be, I am going to be voting for Miketsu, 100%, because they need those whatever rewards that they can give us. Banya Makaze. Hello? Can you ban anyone? I would say ban Kaguya. Costo Denate, I can definitely try, but probably on a Smurf account, not on the main, because that's asking for trouble. You know what? Give me the annoying thought. Hello, are you AFK? Okay. Yamete kudasai. Her voice is so sweet, like she's like the senior, your high school senior.
やめてください。叶えたい願いは何かしら。やめてください。
Damn, the skin really looks good though. The skin looks really good. Not gonna lie. And I gotta give it to OA for, you know, for creating these, I mean for NetEase, I guess, for creating these steampunk themed skins. They look amazing. They really look amazing. Imagine, you know, like Miketsu, or if Kikyo is gonna join the school themed skins, and she's gonna be Kagome. That's amazing. That's crazy. What if that's the crossover? Yeah. Maybe you play Identity 5 someday. I can't confirm yet. I cannot confirm yet. I really suck at these first-person type of games. So maybe I'll install, and then if I actually play well, maybe I can play it. I don't know. Which roles do you mean? I can play any role, I guess, but I prefer mages, the ninjas, and the supports. I rarely play marksman, but I mean I used to, but I really don't like playing marksman because most of the time marksman has to farm, which I am, you know, I'm not fond of. The only role that I really frown upon when I play is tanks. I don't like playing tanks. My left arm is doing okay. Yeah, it lags sometimes. That's why I prefer playing during the evening. Oh, Kikyo, that's crazy. Thank God they don't have a hero though. It's the battle of the spirit arrows, everyone. God damn it. What troubles me sometimes is that I mean I think it's just my paranoia or me watching a lot of like horror films. Sometimes I feel like there's something moving inside my bandages. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not sure if it's just, you know, my body or my oh my god, holy shit. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Holy shit, oh my god. I'm not sure if it, oh, nice, very nice. I'm not sure if it's if it's just, you know, me being paranoid, but sometimes I feel like there's something moving inside my bandages. It's like Parasite. Crazy. Should I call it Miggy? Shoulder kun? Should I call it shoulder kun? Can we like, can I get the buff, please? I gave you all of the stuff. Can you please give me the buff? Okay. scary ghost story. They really want me to like tell you ghost stories. I mean, I know one, and this happened when I was still in school. Because here, I'm not sure if in other countries they have the same tales, but here in the Philippines, we all have this tale wherein, um, and we all have like urban legends that every school has a ghost in it. So, um, like one of the schools that I attended when I was still in high school used to be like not sure if it's like an old it's like cemetery or a graveyard or whatever, but it used to be like that. So what happened is um we used to stay up very late. I mean, stay late at school when we were younger. You know, waiting for what's called this the what's that, school bus to fetch us off. So what we usually do is just we just wait. We play, you know, typical like high schoolers. We play whatever stuff that we can do. Most of the time we just play like we were like running in empty rooms, stuff like that. So one of the games we played was like a similar game to Marco Polo. So we call it Taya Taya, or what is that? Tag? Yeah, it's tag. So we played a game of tag, and well, what happened was so one of our classmates, which was a girl or a woman, we saw her in one of our like one of our classrooms, the classroom that we all go to, or for my section's class. We saw her there. She was crying because she was the it person. So we were like, hey, she's already crying, so I think it's best to just end the game right there. So we were like, okay, let's just wait for her what do you call that, a guardian or sundo, as we call it. Let's just wait for her sundo, and then just tell her that she doesn't have to cry, because because most of the people who are playing are like boys, but she's a wame, so it's only logical, I guess, for us to think very lowly of the wame. So what happened is, to our surprise though, sorry, this classroom that we had, it's in the second floor. To our surprise, we went to the ground floor, looking for her guardian, and we saw that she was there. So she was actually in the first floor. She was actually waiting. Looking for the other guys. She was looking for the other guys. So technically, she was still playing the game. So who was the girl that we saw in the classroom? That's what really freaked us out. So we went back to the classroom to check on her. The girl in the classroom, who apparently is like her doppelganger, is already gone. It was really freaky, like, holy shit. We ran out of the classroom after that. We didn't look back. Like, holy shit. Like, it's legit scary. I was under the impression that, the realization that, holy shit, that could be like a ghost or whatever, is really beyond me. We ran out of the classroom, never, didn't look back, just ran down the stairs. And then she was down there. She was like, why are you running? Why are you running? And then we told her that we saw someone who looked like her upstairs, and she just stood there. And she just stood there. She was like, really? She thought we were just playing tricks on her, but apparently we weren't really the only ones who encountered a similar scenario. Not with the same girl, but similar scenario or similar encounter, that they saw like a doppelganger in the second floor of the building. Not particularly the classroom, but in the second floor itself. Scary. What do you mean characteristics? Sorry. Sorry, I was... It's hard to keep up with the chat. Diplomat Hotel. Diplomat Hotel is known for ghost sightings and whatever. Do you know what a ghost looks like in a photo? A ghost doesn't have visible eyes in a photograph. That's one way to identify if they're... Oh shit. Shit, holy shit, that... God damn, was Karasu Tengu buffed or anything? Because this Karasu Tengu is really killing us. Is this the same one? Pentagon 07. Was this the same Karasu Tengu last year? I don't think so, but... Holy shit. A ghost... When you take a photo of a ghost, the ghost only has like a silhouette, but the face, like the areas where the eyes or the mouth or the nose should be, is no longer visible. It's I mean, you can identify that it should be there, but it's absolutely unidentifiable, unfortunately. Which is crazy. Yeah, I recommend a block button for the enemy. Like, I don't want to face that. Yeah. If you're from the Philippines, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Kapuso Jessica Soho. They really, the production value of their Halloween stuff is really amazing. It's really freaky awesome. Oh shit. I think we can yeet Karasu Tengu. Yeah, we can yeet him. Holy shit, thank god. Yeah. The stories that I don't like the most are the stories about like people dying from calamities and stuff like that. Because those are like the unavoidable. Oh shit, those are like the unavoidable ones, really. I'm sorry, the boy with his... Yeah, that's putang kakatakot yun. Plus the background music. It's scary, grabe. Like the grandmother just... Look, oh my god, kinilubutan ako. I'm getting goosebumps. Fuck. Don't you mind me, I'm getting like Halloween flashbacks from that story, like scary. Yeah, the ghost popped out of the camera. If you guys wanna see like a ghost caught on camera, look for that video from KMJS, type KMJS and then look for like ghost grandmother or stuff like that. Grab, ay puta, ang galing nito. Sorry. Dude, this Karasu Tengu is like crazy. What the fuck? Grabe. I mean, no, seriously, this Karasu Tengu is the same one that we fought last match. He's using the same technique. Like, he's flashing while using his leap ability, and that is absolutely like broken. Holy shit, that's absolutely broken. See the way oh shit, the way he does it is absolutely messed up. I can't fight that. That's crazy. I that's crazy. We have to wait for him to play. We have to wait for him to queue because yeah, I mean he knows how to do the leap flash technique. Jesus Christ. I mean look at that. Same build technically. Crazy. And I bet he's not playing alone. I bet he's playing with 2 other players as well. I plan to sleep at around like 12 or something. Yeah. Yuki, I mean they have a very annoying lineup. They're very annoying, like seriously. This is a proof that you can use like even the most basic shikigamis in this game and still be like holy shit, dude! What are you doing? You just keep on farming. Umayaw saan? Dude, what do you mean? Mas gusto ko mag-fear, parang umayaw ako. Takot ako. You should not be afraid. No one's gonna poke your butt. Alam mo yung Undine, min love? You know the story of Undine? From Shake, Rattle, and Roll? Oh, I think it reduces the enemy's armor. I don't know. Really. Yeah. Like the ghost that keeps on coming out of the toilet. Holy shit! Like holy shit, really. God damn. Freaking annoying. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like all of them have crowd control. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. You have to like excuse me, we have to wait. We have to nakakadiri. Disgusting, huh? I mean the idea of like something coming out of the toilet is just crazy. Is there a way to I want to report this dude for cheating. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's crazy. I'll have to wait for like a few minutes. Because I think he's just waiting to eat me again. If I queue and I end up fighting him again, I'm so gonna I'm so gonna get pissed. I mean, look at that. Let's have a look. 193 Saku-chan. Wait, let me just check. 193 Saku-chan. Tick. His duo is 193 Saku-chan. Tick is like the enemy from the last match, and then he was my teammate. Let me just have a look as well. Let me check. I'm analyzing the enemy lineup. Yeah, these two are the only ones that are together. Let's try. Hello, Shell. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep in a few minutes. The reason why I'm still up is because I have a scheduled antibiotic that I have to drink around like 1 o'clock. So, uh, I think it's best to like play. Is it? Yeah, I need to reach my look. I mean, look at my KDA. It's disgusting. Like, really. I have to drink you know, an antibiotic at around 1, and I'm very adherent when it comes to these kinds of things. I set up alarms and stuff like that. So I have to drink one for 1 a.m. You have a better KDA than mine. Holy crap. Okay. I wanna ban Karaso Tengu badly. No, antibiotic. Because whenever um after undergoing surgery, obviously the chances of bacteria coming into the wound is really high. So to eliminate the possibility that your wound, or the the part that was what's the term, the part that got um inserted or whatever, the metal that they put in, stuff like that. I am gonna I banned Karaso Tengu. Holy shit. Yeah, nilagyan ako ng bakal sa collarbone to stabilize my shoulders. Like, seriously, that bird is crazy. But what if that's his like weakest Shikigami, right? What if his best Shikigami is actually some OP shit? Chooks, yeah, I know Chooks, but I don't really watch Chooks. It's he's a Mobile Legends streamer. I'm not a fan of, because most of the time Chook's voice is warped. It always goes through a synthesizer. That's why I don't watch him. I don't like tinny voices. I don't like tinny voices. I think there's really only one Shikigami that I can use.
私が綺麗だからってそんなに見ないで私の心永遠に捧げます
Okay, look at the name. Noxelexis. Noxelestis is the enemy. Noxelestis is a friend of mine. Ayoko ng boses ni Chooks. Ayoko ng boses na, yung pinaliit na ganun. Naiirita ako sa ganung boses. Buisit. Ayoko ng ganung boses. If he's using like his own voice, I might consider watching him, but I don't really like watching voice, like streamers that have their voices altered by a synthesizer or something. it annoys me actually whenever I hear those kind of weird voices. Yeah, but I've already heard his real voice because if you remember, he guested for KMJS. His real voice is actually fine. Like he's more. I think it's more of like a marketing strategy, so more kids actually watch him. Alam mo naman ang mga player na ML puro bata. Yasha is in the bush, I think. Yeah. Imagine if Mimi streams Mobile Legends, right? That'll be like the most cringe fest. It's gonna be a cringe fest. Mimi playing ML, crazy. Puta. But I might include Mobile Legends gameplay, next year. I don't know, considering, because I think there's a new update, and the new map is kind of fresh. I don't know. The new map, the new update, kind of fresh, and also encourage some of the kids to watch me as well. It's all kids now. And YouTube knows it as well. To be successful in YouTube, you have to lure the kids to watch it. To watch. You have to lure the kids to watch. Holy shit, why? Putang ina ka, ubo mo eh. Kinuha mo yung buff ko, putang ina ka. Nakakaintindi ka ba ng ayoko na kumukuha ng buff? Ay, kumukuha ng buff, kumukuha ng crates. Nakakaintindi ka ba? Tangina mo eh. Oof. That's a big hit. Yeah, I was planning on taking it, but she used subdue to take the buff. I was timing it very well. She had to use subdue to take it. I mean, it's really annoying when the jungler doesn't really want to gank, but has the time to go into your lane to steal some creeps. Why? Why would you do that? It couldn't even help me. Plank. I mean, I don't mind them taking the buff. Just don't touch my... Just don't take my creep waves, Okay, next item. Yeah, tama mo. Tama mo. If you want to sleep, I mean, you can you can definitely sleep, but god damn, I can't kill anyone. Holy shit, I'm getting FPS drops. Can we take the Kraken? Can you please take the Kraken? The thing is very hindi ko gets yung awit na yun. Bakit ba awit? It used to be outs, right? Bakit awit? Why is it awit? I mean, you haven't heard the worst of my ghost stories. If you want to hear more, do you know we have like a pamahiin, or what's the English term for pamahiin? Superstition. Whenever new bridges are being made, that they actually have to, people actually sacrifice like lives to make bridges. To make the foundation stronger. So this is like a story from way back when we were younger. Like San Unico Bridge. There was this huge bridge that was being built, and they say that like over 30 people were killed in order to make that bridge work. Yeah, it's really creepy. I mean, if you imagine, I'm not sure if it's just urban legend or whatever, but sometimes it's, I would say it's a bit true. Haha, you can't go back. Oh shit, I got yeeted. But it's fine. I had to also prevent him from going back. Satoru or Jorogumo? I would have to say Satoru. If you are planning on buying, I would have to say Satoru. But I would suggest saving your gold because I know Shikigami is coming. So Jorogumo is on the weaker side, unfortunately. She has not changed. I think they buffed her a bit, but it's a teeny buff, I guess. It's a very teeny buff, if you ask me. It's a very, very teeny buff. Scarier stories again. Let me think. I have a lot of scary stories, but it's really hard to like transliterate if you know what I mean. It's very easy to tell these stories if they are in Tagalog, but in English, I mean, though I'm a bit fluent with English, it's a bit harder to tell these scary stories in English. But what story? Best mage for ranking, Momiji all the way. Momiji the best support mage, Momiji the best mage. I mean, Momiji all Tagalog. O sige. Alam mo yung ano? So, pardon me, if you have any questions or if you want me to translate anything, if you want me to translate about the time. I remember something. They say Jesus Christ didn't really die at around 3 in the afternoon. If you have this the 3 o'clock prayer thing, we say that prayer because they say Jesus Christ died at 3 in the afternoon. Right? But if you are familiar with the film The Exorcism of Emily Rose, it's stated there that it's not actually in the afternoon, but it was actually in like at dawn. That's when he died. Right? And they say that the 3 a.m. is actually the witching hour. So that's when it's the line between the spirit world and our reality is finished. So I used to have these like really like weird experiences. I mean, this is true to life. I've experienced this myself. I used to wake up at around like 2 a.m. Oh shit, that's painful. I used to wake up at around 2 a.m. a lot. For some reason. I used to wake up at 2 a.m. a lot. They say when you wake up from a deep sleep, it's usually because there's someone or something that's looking at you. I don't know if that's true. Shit. I don't know if that's true. But that's what they say. So whenever I wake up from like deep sleep, I wake up at dawn or whatever, at whatever random time. What I usually do is just, for example, I wake up to pee or whatever. I usually just go straight to the bathroom, go straight back to bed. I don't bother like opening the lights. I don't bother doing any of those stuff. I just go straight to whatever I have to go, and then I just go back to bed. Because I think it's more of the fear of seeing something when there's light on, rather than seeing like a silhouette or whatever. Lucid dreaming, oh yes. I'm very familiar with lucid dreaming. I've actually read a book about lucid dreams. No, I mean at around like 3 o'clock. So 3, like the hour itself. Like, it's not like just 3 o'clock itself, like the hour. So I would say like 3 to 4. That's like the witching hour, they say. That's the scariest time of day or something. Lucid dreams is basically a dream or a state of dreaming where you are actually aware that you are dreaming. Have you ever had a dream where you woke up from a dream and then you're still dreaming? Yeah, lucid dream is when you are aware that you are dreaming. If you master like lucid dreams, chances, oh shit, wow, that's amazing. Holy shit, that's amazing. Heated me up front, like out of, yeah. But what's worse is if you encounter sleep paralysis while lucid dreaming. It's basically like the idea that you are aware that you are having a nightmare, and it's absolutely terrifying. So I read a book before, like how do you train your mind to know that you are, or how do you train yourself to lucid dream? And it's like one of the most terrifying experiences that I've ever had. So it says there that whenever you're starting to sleep, you count from like 1 until whatever number that you can still count prior to sleeping. Like for example, I'll start counting from like 1 to 100. That gives you the ability to keep track of how long it usually takes for you to sleep. So a dream journal is very essential if you're really planning on mastering lucid dreaming or whatever. So the longer it takes for you to fall asleep, it means that you are very much aware that you are planning or you're forcing yourself to sleep. Wiggle your toes another bit. What I usually do when I actually experienced this before. Oh, speaking of sleep paralysis and scary stories, okay. When I was in Pampanga, I was with my friend. So we were sleeping like in this is it a bed? No, it's like a mattress that's put on the floor. So we had to sleep in the ano bang English sa sala? We had to sleep in the living room because all of the other rooms were occupied. So the two of us were sleeping in the mattress in the living room. So they had this habit of not turning off the lights. They leave one light on, which is apparently the light in the kitchen. So what happened is, so we were both exhausted because we both came from Manila. So we fell asleep. In my dream, which is very, very. This is why I'm telling you, I have experiences with lucid dreaming. In my dream, I was aware that I was asleep in on the floor, on the mattress, which is on the floor. And then I saw a silhouette of someone from the kitchen approaching us. Oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps. So this figure looked like a person who had long hair. And then I assumed it's a she because the next thing that happened fucking freaked me out. So I was like lying, nakatihaya ako. I was lying on my back. And then my friend was like beside me. So what happened is like, the person crept from my foot, like crawling from my foot towards my face. Oh my god. Tagina, labutan ako. The person crept from my foot towards my face. And what I realized was that so I was aware that I was asleep, right? I was aware that this is just, me dreaming. What I did was I grabbed my friend's arm or wrist rather. I grabbed my friend's wrist, and you know what I realized? My friend was also shaking. Like his whole arm, his body was twitching like crazy. So his body was twitching like crazy, and then what happened was, so I was like trying to shake his arm awake, so he would wake up. Oh shit, my laptop just went dark. It freaked me out. And then what I did next, what happened next was we both woke up at the same time. And then what I told him was like, napanaginipan mo ba yun? Nakita mo ba yun? That's what I told him. Basically, to translate, did you see what I saw? Did you dream what I dreamt of? And he was like, babae? Girl? I go, yes. Babaeng naka-black. Babaeng maitim. A black lady or something like that. And we both stood up, turned the lights on, and we were like very, very cold. And then he said, oo, nakikita ko siya paminsan. Pag binabangot ako, yun yung nakikita ko. To translate, yeah, I see her sometimes when I'm having nightmares. That's what he said. That's what he told me. And then I asked him, where do you usually encounter these nightmares? And then he told me, dito sa sala. To translate, usually when I sleep here in the living room. And I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. It freaking scared the shit out of me. Like, I can still remember it today. And then it told me that it wasn't really the first time that he saw that, that lady or that that figure. It wasn't the first time. He has seen it before. He has seen it before. It was my first time to sleep at their place, but I saw her, and my description of what he saw was, very, both of our descriptions were very identical, which is so fucking crazy. And then sorry about that. I just had to share it. Oh my god, I'm getting the chills. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting the chills. Yeah, but we were so exhausted. I mean, your first. I mean, if for example, if you are the host of a sleepover, because you both had, you both came from Manila. I mean, it's not like pre, may multo dito sa amin na or something like that. I mean, you're not gonna be. You're not gonna be that friend who's gonna tell him like, dude, we encounter like weird shit in our home. I don't think that's the hospitable way of letting someone sleep in your place or whatever. But yeah, that's what happened, and that's like my brush with sleep paralysis / lucid dreaming at the same time. Crazy, really. I still can't forget about that experience. we still sometimes talk about it. Apparently he has a very strong sense of, like, I mean, I wouldn't say like sixth sense, but he has a very strong sense of seeing these kinds of things. Like, he told me before that he used to dream that he was in their old house, and that, have you ever dreamt of a dead man? I've dreamt before that I died. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who's ever experienced this feeling, but I have dreamt before that I have died in my dream. And I'm not sure if anyone else has experienced that, but I've had a dream before where I died in my dream, or I was close to death. Like, for example, like, I went to a place. I don't know how I got there, and then I just got to this situation where I can't escape it. It's like death is inevitable or whatever, and then you eventually just wake up in cold sweat, and then you feel a bit of relief, obviously. And what usually comes to mind is that, should I go back to sleep and continue that dream, or should I just just wake up? Because sometimes you wake up and still, I mean, regardless if it's a very scary dream or whatever, you're still exhausted, right? You're still exhausted. This dream that I had was very recent. It was when I was in the hospital. The dream is kind of like whacked out, because I dreamt of a zombie apocalypse kind of dream. If you're familiar with the movie is it Dawn of the Dead, where they had to stay in the mall? Is that the movie? I have had a similar dream where basically it's like the end of the world. People are turning into like murderers, something like that. But they just don't kill people with knives or guns. They bite people off. Like, it's like a zombie apocalypse, so to speak. So in my dream, basically a similar scenario, Dawn of the Dead. Um, and I think it was the moment where I got bit. I eventually just woke up from the dream, and it was the weirdest feeling, really, because I felt relieved, and at the same time I was like, I wish I can continue that dream. I don't know, maybe it's just curiosity or something, but I felt like, what if I continued with the dream or whatever? You know, crazy, really. Sometimes I also dream of like playing games. Like if I played like a certain game that I'm so hyped about, I usually just end up dreaming of myself playing those games. And like for example, playing Diablo, playing an RPG kind of game, or sometimes playing MOBAs, but not frequently because I'm no longer as addicted to playing MOBAs as I was before. But for example, like if I have like an RPG game that I've gotten addicted to, I still end up dreaming about it, which is scary. I mean, I wouldn't say it's scary, but it's crazy because I feel like it's the hype of that game, and that I'm so addicted. And then what happens is you end up getting sleepless nights because you wanna wake up already and be able to play or whatever. Being able to continue your dream, it's not really impossible, but it's not really very common as well. Oh my god. All of these talks about nightmares, dreaming, ghosts, and shit makes me want to play longer. Makes me want to stay up late and play longer. Crazy. Crazy, really. Sorry, I became silent because I had to make a play there. Didn't matter if I didn't get a kill. As long as we were able to get on this tower, that's enough. So you were saying? Contain my dreams several times, but they were bad ones because I didn't want it to end bad. Sometimes because of coldness or if your body couldn't. Yeah, I usually end up like trying to pursue a better ending to my dreams, but when I encounter those scenarios, what usually happens is my dreams end up from being bad to just worse. Crazy. That's what happens most of the times. Like for example, I've had this dream where I hope it doesn't happen, but it felt like it felt like have you ever been in a dream where it felt like you wanted to like kill someone, or you were in a dream and then you were killing someone, or you were just so angry that you wanted to kill someone, something like that. I've had a dream like that, and it's not the most pleasant experience, really. Holy shit! Oh my god. 0-5. Then again, I I have no kills in 4 assists. You summoned Thor in your zombie apocalypse dream. Is it like Thor the artist? It's not that I'm afraid of Sesshomaru, but I would say yeah. I guess I'm very cautious of Sesshomaru. I'm very cautious of engaging Sesshomaru alone because I know that he has what's the term? He has a safety passive. But Miketsu is really getting fat like crazy. Hello, xHelLiOsx. Hello. Holy shit. I'm dead. So that's why I didn't want to engage Sesshomaru, because it's really hard to fight him without a way to ensure. Very nice. 06 ADC. Oh, excellent, xHelLiOsx. What is your channel's content? Thank you for wishing me on my speedy recovery. Thank you for wishing me, for sending your blessings, so to speak. God damn. I've ever dreamt of falling and dying. Yes. When I was younger, like grade school, younger, I woke from one of those dreams once, and I had like, it's not like I was crying, but yeah, I had like, I was in tears. Sorry, I was in tears when I woke up. I was in tears when I woke up from that dream. They say, like falling from the stairs. Is that what you're saying? Like falling from the stairs? Yeah, Sesshomaru. I was actually planning on using Sesshomaru as the jungler, but I didn't really plan on playing jungler, so I had, I only picked Itsumade. Ah, damn. Yeet. Thank God Kusai's there. Fuck. Fucking crowd control. 151 centimeters. Is that over 5 feet? Or you're like 4 or something? I used to have these really vivid dreams of... If you're wondering about my height, I am actually 5. I'm like 5'8.5" or something. Sometimes I end up like 5'9" on the... what do you call that? Like for example, when I got admitted, the nurse said that I was 5'9". Holy shit! This marks my... I pressed. I am an adult. Whoa, he has night score, by the way. You know what? Let's not report him. You know, we all have our bad games sometimes. What time is it? 12:42. It's gonna be the last match of the evening. It's gonna be the last match. Oh, let me solo for the last match. Did you freak out when someone knocked on your window? I mean, I would. Yeah, last match. Hmm. Oh, Mobile Legends content. That's very nice. Are you gonna be making meme Todgers, or are you gonna be making like gameplay montage, or straight up gameplay commentary? I don't know. There's really a lot of stuff that you can do with Mobile Legends. I just don't have the time to like conceptualize on what I want to do yet. Let me check. What editing program are you using? I don't like sleeping near windows. I don't like sleeping near windows, sleeping near mirrors as well. One of my general rules is that I will not sleep on a bed that's facing a mirror. Do you know? Do you know that we have this superstition that mirrors collect memories, stuff like that? Are you familiar of that superstition that the mirrors collect memories? I'm over the age of 25, but not yet at the age of 30. That's gonna give you a rough estimate. So going back to my story, so we have a very strong belief that mirrors collect memories because of. I remember when I was very young. I was in grade 3, so I would say I was like 8. Is that 8? 8 or 9 years old. My grandfather died, so basically he was paralyzed, and the embalmer went to our home, and his bed basically faces a mirror. There's actually like 2 mirrors in his room. So general rule of the embalmer was that the mirror has to be covered by cloth or something, so it doesn't you know so the embalming is not imprinted, is the term, in the mirror. Yeah, they say mirror. If you're familiar with the movie Mirrors, or The Mirror, is it The Mirror or Mirrors or something? There's a movie. Like it's quite a scary film actually. Yeah, Mirror. No. But obviously the mirror is inside the room. My grandfather is like a paralytic, or you know he couldn't really walk, so he spent most of his living days like on the bed, but he definitely had mirrors inside this room. So whenever I go to like a new house, I always have this like superstition that I will not sleep on the bed when it's facing a mirror. I just don't like sleeping on the bed that's facing a mirror. Maybe if the bed has a mirror, like is facing a mirror, basically what I do is I cover the mirror with cloth or something, because I don't like seeing my reflection that I'm on the bed. It's fucking creepy. I mean, imagine like when your imagination goes wild, like what if you look at your reflection in the mirror and you see someone else or someone beside you? That's gonna fucking, it's gonna fucking freak me out. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't like sleeping, on beds that are in front mirrors. Or when if ever I have no, other option, or, no other way, what I do is I cover the mirror, because it just freaks the hell out of me, Have you pre-registered for what? Sorry. For League? For Wild Rift? Is that what you're asking for? Yeah, I have. Oh, look at this. Look at this dude. Oh, level 4. Yeah, I have pre-registered for Wild Rift. Just waiting for the game to launch, or to go on beta or whatever. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm definitely getting sleepy. This is gonna be the last match. What, 8 feet tall? What is the urban legend 8 feet tall? What is that? Tell me, please. I mean, if you're fond of reading manga, I suggest, if you really want to end up getting nightmares, read Junji Ito's collection. Holy shit. Fucking scary. Like fucking scary stories, like holy shit. Oh my god, boss mode. Daijobu. Oh shit. They are in the Kraken, I think, no? Sorry. No, I mean, which, the scariest for me is, the way, like, is it like the window, the window, something like that? I forgot the name, but, this dude who moved to a new home, and I mean, not the anime. The anime sucks, really. Like the manga. Where this dude moved into like a new home, and the window beside his is like there's like an old lady or something that always calls out to him. Like, it's gotta be like the creepiest shit. Creepiest shit. I mean, seriously, it's creepy as fuck. Scary as fuck as well. Especially because the manga was so detailed. Yeah, opinion on what, sir? Yeah, the window next door, that's the one. I was like the neighbor with the window next door. On the first gameplay video. I'll try to have a look after streaming. Because I don't have my laptop open. I'm only like playing on the computer. On the phone. God damn. Very chaotic, hectic match. Manananggal. Holy shit. Do you believe that swans and manananggals are real? Because, I mean, I really think it's true. Like, there are really these people who have, like, freaky, scary. Jay Costura is scary. I mean, being able to see the future is scary. Like, I gotta tell you something. I actually messaged Jay Costura's Facebook page because if you can recall, the person who tricycle driver who hit me didn't really stop. I asked him, is there a way that you can help me find the man who did this to me or who hit me or whatever? Obviously I didn't get a reply yet because Jay is absolutely busy, but crazy. I'm dead. What is this cat doing? All she's doing is farming. Let me read the chat. If it guys scared, if you tell Gemma's open legend, you lie. You lie about what? You used to change someone before. No, it doesn't make this anymore. It's crazy. Why are we talking about hentai? You know what's the most freaky hentai that I watched? Well, when I was like younger, I was able to watch like an episode of Bible Black. And holy shit, when I saw that the girl was growing a dick, I was like, what the fuck was I watching? I quickly just stopped the video because I freaked out about what I saw. the girl grew a dick and fucked the other girl. Like, holy shit, what am I watching? I'm dead. Shit. Oh my god. You know what's crazy? The cat is the only person who's like has his or her own agenda, you know. Like, I mean, I don't care. I don't mind as long as we can win this match. I don't mind. I'm not complaining. You're not seeing any one of my teammates complaining with the cat not helping or whatever. Has anyone of you watched Jigoku Shoujo? That anime would really make a good like urban legend. You know, I'm not even sure if there's like a real urban legend for Jigoku Shoujo, but that story would really make a good urban legend. I actually finished Jigoku Shoujo from season 1 up till the last. I'm not sure if it's I'm not sure if the third season was the last one, where you know Enma just decided to be the eternal hell girl. Is it season 3? Yeah, season 3. I mean, it's kind of a dragging anime, but I mean, it gets better and creepier, I would say. As it ages to season 3, the anime just keeps on getting better and creepier. I'm not getting any kills. Any assists as well. But can you I'm sorry, what? Yeah, her backstory was really sad. Like, she was sacrificed to Yorubas ulti just target the ally that you want to, render invulnerable. The ult is very straightforward, actually. One thing to remember though, your ult basically has an effect. So it's active for a few seconds, but once it activates, it only activates when the ally that you put it on actually takes fatal damage or ends up nearly dying. So they turn invulnerable for the next like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 seconds. Holy shit. 2 minutes. Invulnerable for 2 minutes. Oh, I see. We are gonna lose the last match of the evening. Holy shit. GG. I guess tonight is actually not a very good note, but I had fun. Talking to you guys. Ooh! I didn't lose a fire. I didn't lose a soul fire. That's amazing. Anyways, guys, let's check. we are sending our support to ONMYOJI. ONMYOJI. All the hentais are censored. Hachisaki. Definitely, I'll definitely check it out. What's this? February 8th? Check the hentai. Crazy. Let's check 1 second. It's scary, but you want me to check it out. You are a crazy. But you know what? I'll definitely check it out. I'll definitely check it out. You know what's absolutely terrifying? It's when you watch a scary film and then you realize you want to take a poop. And the bathroom is like the farthest part of your house. That's the scariest feeling, if you ask me. Or, for example, you're taking a dump, like you're pooping, and then all the lights just went out. This is gonna be my last story for you guys tonight before I end the stream. It happened when we went camping when I was in high school. So, I was taking a poop. So I was taking a dump. I was taking a dump at school because we were having camping or whatever. And then so I would say it's like one of those night camps or whatever. So I was taking a poop. And then all the lights went out. So my instinct was, I freaked out. I reached straight out of the bathroom and towards our classroom. Because we were having these camps at school, so all the students were sleeping in classrooms. And you know what happened? Can anyone guess what happened? Can anyone guess what happened? Oh, can anyone guess what happened? So I was taking a dump and then all the lights went out. Like all the lights from the entire school. Like this was a blackout. Right? And then I ran straight to the classroom where we were supposed to sleep. Can anyone guess what happened? I'm gonna give you guys like 10 seconds to guess. No. Okay. Sirit na sige. Okay, so what happened was, so when I arrived in the classroom, obviously it was very dark. And then I started smelling something. I was like, what the fuck is that smell? And to my horror, you know what happened? Apparently, when I was trying to poop, the poop didn't drop on the toilet yet. So when I ran, the poop actually dropped inside the classroom. It was a huge chunk of poop on the doorway. And I was like, oh, nahulog yung tayo sa pintuan. I was the first to realize that there was like poop inside the classroom, and then everyone was like, "What the fuck is that smell? What the like? Tangina na yun, ang baho. Ano yun, ang baho. Amoy madumi daw. Ang dumi. No, but the thing is, no one knew that I was taking a dump, right? And so what I did was I pretended, to not know anything. So not 5 minutes after that, the lights immediately went back on. So I think they had a generator, and what I did was I ran straight back to the restroom, only to find out that yeah, my theory was right. The the first chunk of poop that I was trying to squeeze out, the toilet was actually squeaky clean. There was no poop in the toilet. Apparently, while I was running, the poop was like dangling on my dangling, dangling from my ass. It just dropped drop inside the room. Fucking hilarious. Up to this day, I mean, you guys are like the only ones that I've told this story about. Fucking funny. And then I heard people screaming from the classroom. They were like, "Putang ina, may tayo dito." And they were screaming like, "Holy shit, there's shit in the classroom. May nagtayo na dito." It was like, somebody took a shit in the classroom. I mean, I was like in grade school back then. I would say like I was in grade 4 or grade 5. But I mean, it was like pitch black, so holy shit. I can still remember what happened. Sabi ko, and then, I mean, typical Filipino attitude would be like, grabe, may nagtai sa classroom nung may nagtai sa classroom na nag-brown out. Grabe naman yun, nagtai na sa classroom. But it was actually me. It was me. Holy shit. I mean, my reflex was like, when the lights all went out, I was like, holy shit, I just ran straight back to the classroom. I mean, the room was not really far from the toilet. The shit just dropped on the floor inside the classroom. and so when when I went back to the toilet to like continue continue pooping, I realized, oh shit, naitayo ko na pala lahat sa classroom. That huge chunk of poop was like all I had to poop. I don't know. I'm not even sure if someone stepped on the poop. But natayo pa dapat ako sa pumalik ko sa CR. Naitayo ko na pala. Nagtayo na pa. Nahulog na pala yung tayo ko sa classroom. Putang ina. Puti brown out. Grabe yun. I'm pretty sure someone, because if I'm not mistaken, poop smells like worse if someone actually steps on it. So I think somebody actually stepped on the poop. That's why they were able to like smell it. So I think that's what happened. But anyways, guys, that's the end of my story. I think it's a bright, disgusting story to end. All of the horror stories for tonight. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. And hopefully, once my arm gets better, I'll be able to upload again. Yeah, nobody knew that it was me all along. I pooped. I pooped. It was me. Alright, bye bye, guys. Gotta sleep and take care. Don't look outside the window before you sleep. Good night. Love you. Bye bye.